Hello. All right. Welcome to this week's episode. Episode? Yeah, it's an episode of Sean Plummer's Mind Droppings. This week, we're going to be talking about understanding our choices, why it's important, what we can do to better understand our choices, and a key belief that we want to hold within ourselves and internalize that will help us cultivate greater understanding and awareness. Okay, so why is understanding our choices important? Who even cares? So, the best way I can think of to tell you is when you know what you're doing, you see the action and you can kind of see where it's going to lead, then you're able to make better decisions because you see that potential outcomes, the likely outcomes. So, for example, if you run up to somebody and slap them in the face, you don't exactly know how they're going to react, but you can be fairly confident that that reaction is going to increase stress and aggression and a lot of things that don't make you feel great. You're in all of a sudden that fight flight mode. But if you run up to somebody and you say, "Hey, you look awesome today. I'm so glad you're here." Give them a compliment, right? That's something different. Now you can be fairly confident that you've increased positivity in that person's life and definitely within yourself. So that's just a little snippet of how understanding what you're doing leads to. And the better we understand that, then the better decisions we can make for ourselves affect how we feel, in addition to affecting how everybody else around us feels. So I think that's fairly obvious. So the more we understand our actions, why we do what we do, the more equipped we are to take optimal action. So, how do we increase our ability to understand ourselves? That's a great question. The first step is to increase self awareness. So, you have to be able to look at yourself as you're doing things or after you've done things and look back. The more in tune with as you're acting you get, then the better able you to be you to stop yourself from doing things like, oh, I want to slap that guy in the face, but I see where that's leading, so I will not. And that's like a higher level of self-awareness. I don't know, higher, but maybe higher than where you are now. So increasing your self-awareness is the first step, because without self-awareness then you're just acting, you don't even understand what you're doing, you're just like, okay, this is just what happens, I don't even think about it. But when you start to be like, why did I do that? Oh, I see what's going on there. Oh, I see my feeling right there. I'm getting angry. Oh, I'm getting sad. I feel a little scared. You can pinpoint those emotions and then you see the reactions they lead to. Then you can be like, how do I modify this in the future to make it better for me and better for everybody around me? What do I do? So increase your self-awareness is really huge, and they really go hand in hand. Self-awareness and understanding will come honestly with increased self-awareness. You just start to see things, and as your self-awareness increases, especially if it's objective and non-judgmental, you take your emotion, like, just let that be on the side and just observe. And if you can do that, then understanding just kind of falls in line. Your emotions can cloud that for sure. If your emotions are getting in the way when you're watching yourself, then it becomes much more difficult to change your behavior or to see what you're doing because you're too busy justifying it because of your emotions. If you can just look at it and not judge it and be like, oh, that's pretty interesting that I just did that. Oh, that I just thought that. Why am I feeling that? Then that's a huge benefit to you. But the keys are presence and non judgmental objectivity. You need to learn to look at yourself and be like, okay, that's interesting. This is what I'm doing. And then you can take all these steps to better understand what you can do instead of what you are doing to make yourself feel better. A couple tried and true practices for this, for increasing self-awareness and understanding and non-judgment and objectivity and many other things, is meditation. Meditation is just awesome. If you don't meditate, I highly recommend it. Just start doing it. Don't worry about doing it well. Just do it. Meditation is awesome. You just need a consistent practice. Start super small, get it going, and you won't just be like, oh, it's been 2 days. How come I'm not awesome? But at some point, you just kind of look back and be like, wow, why am I able to do this a little better than I was before? You just got to trust in the process, but it will happen. It's, unstoppable. Journaling is also a good one. Meditation is still the king, honestly. But journaling is a good one because it takes you out of your mind and puts it right here on paper. And so it automatically increases your presence because you're writing down how you feel now or what you're thinking right now. And then you can dissect it by thinking about your words kind of in a more focused way. Also a good one. But and there's other practices. Those two are the top two for me, meditation being honestly the top 1, 2, and 3. But I just want to share that with you guys. And this is also something, all these practices are great. And you're like, that's cool, Sean. I don't care. I'm not going to do it. Get out of here. The way you can motivate yourself to want to increase your self-awareness and your ability and desire to want to understand yourself and your actions is a belief. You have to have this belief inside of you. You have to install it or put it in yourself. And the belief is that you and only you are responsible for how you feel. So you're the only one that can make you feel the way you want to feel. Nobody can control it. Nobody can do anything for you. You can't win the lottery. Once you understand that fully, that you're the only one, then you automatically are like, well, how can I do this? I got to figure this out, right? Because nobody's going to do it for me. If I just lie in bed all day and be sad, nobody's going to come and be like, oh, here, you can feel better now. Here's the magic. Nope, doesn't work like that. You have all the power for yourself. No matter what happens on the outside, ultimately you control it. Once you understand that, that belief will give you the desire to be like, okay, let's figure out how I can make myself feel better. And then you'll take action in that way. So I hope this was helpful and have a good week. I will see you guys next week.